Welcome back to the Creative Artistic Showcase. I am your host, multimedia specialist, Jamel Calhoun. I'm sitting here with rapper, producer. Go ahead and run the accolades.
DJ, engineer, and video game developer.
DJ THOU WOW.
DJ THOU WOW.
Thanks for coming, DJ.
Thank you for having me. It's
Yes.
always a pleasure.
Yes, so yeah, we're about to ask him a couple questions regarding his career in technology and development and creativity and all that good stuff. So, how long have you been a creative?
I've been a creative, I want to say, majority of my life. I'm 29 years old. I started doing music very young, so I would say about 12 years old. So started taking it serious about 16 through 18. So over a decade now.
Nice. So, out of those skills, which ones would you say that you kind of mastered the most?
I would say I've mastered production. So producing beats and producing sounds and instruments and everything of that nature is what I've mastered, as well as engineering and recordings of sounds.
Okay. And how are you when you work with artists?
When I work with artists, they love it because I'm more in tune with the artist. You know, they can go anywhere and record themselves, or they can record with anybody. But I'm more hands on with them. Um, I like to like give them insight on what they should be doing or how they can improve their sound, or you know, I like to really um, be a dynamic duo with the artist. So they love recording with me.
Nice. So you kind of like a mentor to the youngsters now.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I'm definitely mentor status, OG status now.
Okay. So tell me about some times that you had at the studios that you worked at.
I've pretty much worked my way from the bottom all the way up. I've worked as an intern in big studios in other cities, doing store runs, or you know, making sure that they had the toiletries, and then I worked and became a intern, and uh, got to run some sessions on my own, to being a lead engineer, helping build and create a studio here locally in Kansas City, to now owning and operating my own studio. So
That is.
went through the whole process.
That's what's up. So what do you look for when it comes to collaborating and working for artists? And how do you find artists?
Um,
Or
well,
how do you have a system where they find you? Or how's that work?
yeah, I mean, it kind of works both ways. They find me, and I'm always kind of scouting to find them. So I'm always having my ear to the streets, or ear to the social media platforms, to kind of see what's what and who's who. But I think I got the ear and the eye for finding young talent, and then they find me through via social media and just networking through other people that I've worked with. I've worked with majority of the major artists here in Kansas City at some point in time. So my track record kind of speaks for itself. So they can go to my page or do their history or their homework on me and see like, oh, he's credible. He's worked with X, Y, Z.
Okay, so right now, if somebody basically complete rookie at music right now, and they say, you know what, I want to sing or I want to rap, like how would they be able to get in touch with you, and how would you approach, you know, that type of building with a creative or artist?
Sure. I would say they usually can find me through via social media, of course, if they have like no point of reference to begin with. So they find me on Instagram or Facebook or what have you. And usually I let them book a session, and then at the beginning of the session, I'm asking them questions. I'm kind of surveying what they're trying to do with their career. They show me some of their music, and I give them kind of some insight before we actually get into the recording process. So
Okay. You also are a DJ.
Yeah.
Okay, you DJ'd a lot of parties and events and stuff like that. So how do you come into connections and locations and bookings when it comes to being a DJ? And do you do it not just in within the city, but outside the city too?
Sure. I say you got to have your boots on the ground. I was blessed and fortunate enough to be able to move around to different cities where it's the thing to be the DJ, and I networked with other DJs. I networked at my thing was music wise. I networked at the studios. So if you go to the studio, you're gonna bump into a producer. You're gonna bump into a rapper. You're gonna bump into a DJ. So I just used that to my advantage, and I was able to start DJing in some other cities, not on a big scale, but was at least able to get my reps in other cities and kind of get my name out there. But as far as here, it's the same process: boots on the ground, networking, with the right people, and just being intentional, going to a place and saying, "Hey, how could I DJ here? Who's in charge? Who do I talk to about DJing?" And it worked for me. And while I was going. I took a break on it while I was opening my own studio, but it's the same formula.
Okay. You also rap yourself. So what gets you into the mood? Because uh, I would say you rap, but you also do mostly executive stuff like produce and stuff like that.
Right.
What gets you back into the mood and swing of things to go back to rapping when you release a rap special?
Yeah. I would just say experience of life, man. Once you get out here and live life and have some experiences to talk about, you want to be able to put that in art form. It's just like I would imagine. You know, it's like once you have new experiences for artists, like you have to figure out a way to get it out. Like for you, it might be maybe writing a script or recording something visually, but for me, it's like um, putting it down on paper and then hearing it sonically, like musically. And I enjoy life, and I enjoy doing having new experiences. So with that, it just comes with something else to put into the music. It's the same thing for the beats as well. Like I love to go somewhere different, another city, and soak up some of their culture and try to use that energy and put it into a beat or something like that.
Okay. What do you see in the influence of hip hop in the Kansas City area? Like here in Kansas City, throughout these years, Kansas City has grown to have a bunch of large-based media events like the Kansas City People's Choice Awards.
Yeah.
That's something that's still relatively young, but it's a big event for our city. How do you see the influence of hip hop and music and its effect on Kansas City as a whole?
Yeah, I think my honest opinion is we're just slightly behind all of the major cities that are doing it, but we're taking all of the right steps to build. We're in the building stages of like our culture right now. So um, I was actually a part of the Kansas City People's Choice Awards this year, and I was a finalist for my recording studio. Um, and I had no idea how many entrepreneurs there were here in Kansas City, like up and coming on every type of level. So I think honestly, it's just a matter of time before platforms or some type of person, artist, this that takes on a worldwide scale. But we're taking the right steps as far as the recognition and platforms and stuff like that. So salute to the Kansas City People Choice Awards and Terrell Ray. It was a great event, and I look forward to seeing what they have to come next.
That's what's up. And how do you see current music, current effect on our current digital world? that we have right now, this multi-wide platform of communication?
Um, I say it's more interpersonal now. Like every crowd or every group has a voice now. So whether it be from you got your black voice, you got your white voice, you got the gay voice, you got the women's voice, you got the uh, Indian voice. I mean, everybody
Asian
has their.
voice too.
They got your Asian voice too. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
that
want to
one
let
song in
nobody
that
out.
Chinese restaurant, that buffet, when people go to the buffet, I gotta find that song, but it was.
I'm
it was
pretty
catchy.
sure. I
It was
mean,
catchy.
they got the Indian song. They got Jamaican voice.
Uh-huh.
Everybody, every group of people have a spokesperson, and now it's like in music you can see that. Like they got a spokesperson for just about any type of group out there. If I don't know, I mean, if you brown with a tail, they probably got somebody out there with a voice for you. So I think it's more so personalized now. So everybody can have their spokesperson. Everybody can relate to music, and it's not like it was just vague or general. It's more so personal feeling now. So it's gonna continuously take over everything.
That's all right. It's gonna continuously take over.
Hmm.
That's all right. How can people find you on medias and stuff like that, and how can they support you?
You can follow my social media pages, DJ THOU WOW on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And how you can support is just keeping up with everything that I've got going on and just following the updates. Follow the studio page. The studio is going under rebranding right now, but you can follow it right now as well. Area 81 Studio, and follow me through Jamel's his page, and he gonna continuously update you guys. So,
And what are some coming projects you got currently going that you want people to look out for?
right now, you could just look out for the rebranding, resurfacing of the recording studio. I'm gonna be doing a lot of mixtapes and just getting the studio branding out there. So it's gonna be rebranded under 1,000 Watts Productions. So it's just gonna be a subsidiary of me, my work, and all that I've done, and being able to uh, capture all of that into this one studio and this brand. So, you know,
Y'all gonna throw a party?
we're probably gonna throw a party. We're probably gonna throw a party. You're invited. We're gonna have DJs and we're gonna have hookahs provided by Elusive Experience. It's gonna be everything it needs to be. You know.
That's what's up. Okay, well, we look forward to following you, Jay, and seeing how you continue to grow in your career in music. And thank you so much for being a guest on the Creative Artistic Show, guys.
Oh, thank you for having me as well, and following me always from the beginning. I mean, you've followed me since this thing was a wee little baby, and you've seen it turn into what it is. So thank you for following me and having me on here.
Absolutely, bro. All right. See you guys.